Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing some snow zombies, snomes. Whatever those. Anyway, so Narfi Betrayal King, 5 mana, 4/3. Other snow and zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. So I wanted to build a zombie deck in standard, and I tried it out, and it just wasn't quite good enough. And I could definitely show you guys the deck list. Maybe I'll put in the link down below. But I felt like I definitely wanted to have something a little bit more solid, a little better here. And so we're taking it into historic, where we get a lot more good stuff for zombies, basically. So the Narfi Betrayal King becomes an extra 3 copies of Zombie Lord that we've been needing for this deck, and it is 3 mana as long as we get into the graveyard. So 3 snowlands, return Narfi Betrayal King from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped, which is just awesome. We can do it at instant speed to make sure that we can, pump all of our stuff up in mid combat if we need to, or do it on the end step in case there's a board wipe, all that kind of stuff. Narfi is just kind of the perfect card for this deck and everything we're trying to do. We also get a few other really good stuff. So let's go ahead and go through the deck here real quick. But that's the basic idea, is that we're trying to play zombies with the ability to bring Narfi back from the graveyard with our snowlands, which we only have basically 14 swamps, and everything else is just splashing for blue, so we can play Scarab God. We don't really care to even play Narfi from hand. It's mostly just for Scarab God because we have the 2 of, and so 8 lands for the 2 cards that we need there, and then occasionally Narfi Betrayal King. That's basically it. So this is the deck. The main thing we get from going into historic is we get a 1-drop slot, and we get the best 1-drop slot with zombies. It's just awesome. So Crypt Breaker, 1 mana, 1/1. We can pay 2 and tap it to discard a card, create another zombie. So some zombie token generation. Man, I cannot spell right. That way we can discard our Narfi Betrayal King from our hand if we need to, which we don't really ever want it in hand necessarily. So perfect way to get out of it. Make sure we get another zombie, then we can bring it back for 3 mana on the next turn. Diregraph Ghoul, then it can also tap 3 untapped zombies you control and draw a card, lose 1 life. So awesome. If we get to go really wide with zombies, we can draw 2 extra cards a turn. So good. Diregraph Ghoul, just a really good 1 mana 2/2. It doesn't enter battlefield tapped, but I mean, come on, that's you don't get this 2 toughness on things too often, and so this is just really powerful. Dreadwater, kind of the same type of thing, 1 mana 2/1, but it enters tapped as well. We can bring it back from the graveyard. I decided to go for more copies of Diregraph Ghoul just because the extra toughness actually does play a big role, especially when we're making it a 3/3, a 4/4, instead of being a 4/3, which a lot of more things can block with. It just is good, and we're already having lots of ways that we can play stuff back from the graveyard with Liliana, using the -3 when you can use -3. You may cast zombie spells from your graveyard this turn, so having a bunch of 1-drops in the graveyard actually is going to be really nice. So we can just refill the board if we ever need to, if we find one of our 3 copies of Liliana. This also mills cards over for us, helps us find more of the Narfi Betrayal King, deals direct damage with that. We can also -2 to deal as get rid of a creature for -2, or X is the number of zombies you control. It just does all of the things. Mire Triton also comes in just to mill a little bit more over. I wanted 2 copies of this. It's just a really good card in general. It gains us life, mills cards, has Death Touch already. It's just a good one, but it's not as powerful as some of the other stuff we have. Graveyard Marshal, a 3/2 for 2, with pay 3, and we can exile a creature from graveyard and create a black zombie token. So we have stuff to do with our manas, which is awesome. Timber Calls the Dead. This is just trying to make sure that we're milling out stuff for Narfi. I'm not positive this is the best card necessarily, but I do think it's going to be good here. It is going to be good for sure. I do wonder if we just need more stuff in the 2-drop slot, honestly. But having a way to mill out and try to get to Narfi was the main thing I wanted to do, and so I wanted to fit in these extra copies of stuff, and also have kind of like the standard build that I had here as well, which these are the main ways to be milling out grading zombies, and we do get to gain lots of life, scry with it, so it's definitely good. Timber Calls it as not a bad card ever, really, but I could be a little bit more aggro with it, where this is more of a kind of I'm not quite aggro, this is more just value play, but sometimes it's nice to have value, and we can get out Narfi and then swing in for lots. So these are our lords. So Lord of the Accursed, 3 mana, 2/3. Other zombies you control get +1/+1. You can tap, pay 2 and tap it. All zombies gain menace until end of turn, which is just a fantastic. When you already have a pretty big board, you're going wide, all of a sudden everything gets menace. It's really hard for people to block it well. Death Baron helps that even more by giving everything Death Touch and +1/+1. Skeletons too, if we had those. There is the other skeleton I think I'd bring in is Where is it? There is a zombie. Oh, so it's a zombie vampire. Sorry. The other one that kind of takes the slot that could be really good is Silver Smoke Ghoul. We don't have tons of ways of gaining life, but we can gain life with Timeric Calls the Dead and Mire Triton. And so it's one of those, like, we could have Silver Smoke Ghoul be pretty powerful here just as another way to draw cards and sacrifice, do stuff. I think it's a good card, but we're really heavy in this 3-drop slot right now anyway, and we don't necessarily want to be that heavy in our 3-drop slot, you know, especially with only running 22 lands, which I think is the right amount. We basically want to get all of the good stuff out early game. Then as long as we hit our 3-drop slot, we're great. We can hopefully mill out, and then we're basically topping out with Liliana and Scarab God, and our 1 copy of Grey Merchant of Asphodel, which if it gets milled over, we can play it back with Liliana, and that's kind of the goal. That's what we're trying to do, or bring it back with Scarab God, which is also awesome. So that's the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this one does for us, and wish me luck. Let's get them with the Snomes, the Snombies. All right, up against Dirty Blue Meme, and we have Crypt Breaker into Narfi into this is a good hand, so keep this. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think that we're just gonna go for the discarding Narfi right away. We don't have our 3rd Snowland. That would be nice to have as well. All right, go Crypt Breaker, pass the turn. We are a little bit slow with this deck compared to most things in the meta right now. Like, this is more of a value tribal deck, which there's so many fast combo things in Historic. Oh, this is gonna be Maskwood Nexus, all of the good stuff. Just watch. This is gonna be fun, actually. All right, let's see here. If we find a Snowland, this can be pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and discard. So we'll pass the turn. I can do that in instant speed, right? Okay. I didn't check to see if it was sorcery speed. Getting out Diagraph Goal early can also be really nice for us. Right now, we're going to be a little bit slower than they are. And so I want to just kind of build for value. If we don't find the Snowland, then we'll just go Timeric Calls the Dead into Liliana. Hopefully play some stuff from the graveyard on the turn after. Yeah, this is definitely a Maskwood Nexus deck. I'm actually really excited to see this. I've been wanting to see how many lords someone can get onto the battlefield. And then Maskwood Nexus, everything gets pumped and gets bigger. Like, this is kind of shenanigans I've been wanting to do, and I just haven't done it yet because I don't think it's good. But oh boy, the games where it goes off, it's gonna be phenomenal. All right, so discard Narfi. Grey Merchant of Asphodel. We'll put this on black right now as well. I guess might as well. Okay. Timeric Calls the Dead. Mill some more stuffs. Get another zombie. We can tap to draw more cards. Get rid of Diagraph Ghoul. And pass the turn. All right. Moment of Truth. Did you have it in hand? Turn 3 Maskwood Nexus. Pretty sweet stuff. Ooh. Okay, zombies as well. Yeah, zombies have great lords. Great Scott. All right, so draw a card, lose 1 life. There's our snow land. Get rid of one of the Narfies. Snowland. Death Baron into Diagraph Gold is just better right now. Gives us more stuff to do. We actually get to swing in here if we want to. So swing. This leaves 3 zombies to tap and draw a card with. These guys have Death Touch. Hit for 6. Yeah, I think they just let it all through. Down to 10, pass the turn. Selfless Savior. All right. Yeah, they probably just like load up a really good early game. Ooh, that's actually interesting too. Just go wide stuff and then turn everything into all the lords that you've got. I mean, without Maskwood Nexus, this seems a lot worse. All right, draw cards. Down to 18. I mean, I guess we go for Grey Merchant of Asphodel, right? Like, that seems pretty legit here. Or we go for the Narfi Betrayed King after swinging in with everything. Everything dies. Life is great. You know, the stuff. Well, I guess what we're looking for, another good like 2-drop. Hey, would you looky there? Unfortunately, we can't play it because I played out the blue land. I should not have done that. All right, gain a lot of life. Actually, let's see here. I could respawn by playing this. Why not let me do that? All right, so the Scarab God is pretty sweet for the top. Let's just stack our deck with value. Sure. I don't think we can really care about lands. We can mill stuff over too, but we're gonna keep 5 on top. How about that, sir? So good. All right, throw out Black Source. All right, so we do Great Virtue Asphodel is pretty good, but it could be better. Let's see how they block. Okay, attacking with everything. They don't really have good ways to be blocking here. All right, bring back Narfi. Use him indestructible. We don't quite kill them, I think, here. Oh, wait, no, we have exactly lethal. All right, there you go. Sweet. That's basically how we drew it up. Swing in, bring out Narfi, change up the math, and a booyah. Nice. Up against Pizza Tog, and we'll keep this. Nothing to discard, and so I think I'm actually going to play out the Diagraph Goal first, go a little bit more aggro with this hand. Crypt Breaker can be nice, but only when we really want stuff to discard. And right now, we don't have anything to discard. Or now it's better if we go white first, bring this out, let us tap and start drawing stuff if they are building too big of a board. Or we just play it now. Because we can get a 2-drop. Yeah, we are a little bit light on 2-drops. We kind of hope to have 3 1-drops to be attacking in really aggressively. Swing in. Down to 18. I'm not sure if we really want to be putting up blue mana really ever. Like we're basically a mono black deck with just a splash, a tiny splash of blue. All right, and see that's where we put out the black mana on. All right, so bring this out. Let's go with, which one do we want to survive the most? Let's go Death Baron. All right, it's best for them to kill it after we attack in so we can't get the draw with Crypt Breaker. All right, they let it all through. Down to 11. Sweet. All right, life total is pretty low. Another Lord on the next turn. Growth Spirals. No more Uros, so that's awesome. Really intrigued to see like what the best deck is now. Because Uro was around forever. So I think it's Goblins, Blue-White Auras. There's the 2 combo decks, the one with Kinnan and Emery, and there's the other one with yeah, there's some really good stuffs. Maelstrom Pulse. That's fine. All right, Lord of the Accursed. Put this tapped, swinging for 5. Keep the pressure going. Down to 4. Do need to keep the Lord alive to have lethal. Liliana could also be lethal for us if we mill over a zombie. I think it's like basically our only direct damage. Sweet. All right, dude, zombies are good. There's that, and then there's the Neoform combo in Historic right now as well, which is just, that's probably the one that I feel like is the most difficult to interact with and really busted. It goes off on turn 3 pretty consistently. Up against Sepole, and we'll keep this. Got some 1-drops, got some good turn 3 plays. Liliana is fantastic. All we need now is a Lord of some sort, which hopefully Timurate Calls the Dead and Liliana can help us with that. We do have to exile some stuff, but hopefully we get to mill more zombies than not zombies in general. We get a good choice. All right, Sapoli, what's going on? Mulliganing. Sweet. All right. Dread Wanderer, pass the turn. So pay 3 to turn it from the graveyard to battlefield, only if we have one or a few cards in hand. All right, play Crypt Breaker. Yeah, definitely willing to trade off with Llanowar Elves. Sweet, down to 18. Scarab God. Sweet. Oh, Elves. Oh, Elves. That's bad. It's definitely not good for us. Graveyard Marshal. Swing in here. We can go pretty wide, but Elves go so fast. And the turn 2 Elvish Druid is so bad. We do pretty well if we can find the guy that gives Death Touch for everything. But as is, I think we're in trouble. Land for Liliana does give us a decent shot. All right, get rid of Timret. We play another one out. It's not the worst play. I want to draw something else now, because hitting a land actually might be pretty great. Just kill the Archdruid. All right, draw, not a land. 2 more Zombs. Snomes. Sorry, my bad. It's Snomes. Yeah, Graveyard Marshal, Graph Digger, Diagraphic Bull. This does come in tapped. I was thinking I could draw another card, but oops. So we do have a lot of card draw in this deck now. All right, goes and finds another one. Not attacking in yet. That's at least nice. They'll attack in with this one. And I think we'll probably just take it. Hopefully we get land for... Oh. All right, to the bottom. There is a land on top. I guess maybe 2 lands. We have so much stuff in the graveyard. With Liliana, we can do a lot of stuff. Yeah, 2 lands, so we get to the Scarab God. This goes to the bottom. And then I think we're just looking for Lords. We'll take the 2 lands, though. All right, now I can draw the land, Liliana, kill Archdruid. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I only can kill one of them, though. All right. Oh, pay 2. I should put the other one on top, huh? All right, well, Liliana. Next turn, I can just play stuff from graveyard as well. Great Merchant of Asphodel is pretty sweet. Actually, we'll have to -2 to do this. So, Archdruid. At least kill one of them.
Oh, they're overwhelming, aren't they?
Pass the turn. We can block and then draw. Hopefully keep Liliana alive. Let's see. So they have still so much mana. Yep, that's a game. All right. We had a shot if they didn't have a Crater Hoof. I don't know about that. Elves are so fast. That's one of the biggest issues of this deck is we're playing try to do better than elves basically with zombies, and elves are just in a much better spot right now in general. But hey, we still got some wins with it. We still are doing good stuff. Like it is a fast deck. It's not elf fast though. I don't think so. We need a lot more removal to have a shot against that deck. All right, I'm against Power Bread, and we don't have the swamps, but we do have ways to fill the graveyard. A little bit awkward. So I think we're actually going to lead off with the Grave Marshal, because that can be pretty good for us too. So Diregraph Ghoul. Let's just go full aggro. Put 5 power on the battlefield on turn 2. Not the worst. Especially if they're playing slow. Ooh, and we get another Snowland. Now we might want to go for the Mire Triton. We'll see. Nah, not yet. Not yet. Okay, Graveyard Marshal. Spectral Sailor. Cool. All right, mono blue can be terrifying. Scarab God as well. No reason to pull out the blue mana just yet. Timber Calls the Dead. I'm giving him a chance to counter now instead of like flashing in something to trade off with the zombies. I'd rather get in for damage, basically. So I'm fine with that. It's definitely not the best thing ever to happen. As long as we can make Scarab Gods resolve, then we're in great shape. Then the activated ability is a lot harder for them to counter. Curiosity. Down to 19, draws a card. We basically did what we needed to in this matchup, and that is... ooh. Alright, we don't have a way to bring stuff back just yet. We did what we needed to, and that is get 5 power out before they can start countering creatures. And now we're just hoping they don't have some way to flash in real bad stuffs. Swing in. Down to 8. Still haven't found a zombie in the graveyard. I wouldn't mind being able to like bring back Graveyard Marshal. That'd be sweet. Swings in, draws card. Down to 20. Alright, we're gonna attack in first and then play Scarab God. Trying to force them to block. Oh, never mind. Now we go for that instead. They'll have to counter. Which then hopefully we can bring it back with Scarab God. The worst thing here is an Essence Capture. Alright, look out Dispersal. That's fine. Swing all in. Double blocks Graveyard Marshal. Yep. Down to 4. Hit all of their lands. They can draw a game with Spectral Sailor if they need something. Opponent scoops. Sweet. Just didn't have creatures. Yes. That's, yeah, being on the play in that matchup helps us out a lot. Up against USEP. And this is sweet. We definitely need to find our third land, but we have really good curve here. So lead off with, I guess, Diagraph Goal. Hello. Maybe it's better to lead off with Dreadwater because there are more mono black decks that run this. Where this is like, okay, they're zombies. So it gives a bit more information, technically. Not that that really will matter a lot, but you know. All right, swing in. Definitely going for the 2/1 drops now, and hopefully finding the Lord. Down to 18. 2 more dudes. Dude, and if we find land for Lord of the Accursed, this is so good. The worst thing here, probably Maelstrom Pulse. Dreadhorde Butcher. Also kind of annoying. They are swinging in, though. Down to 19. Land. Come on. I don't want to mill cards right now either because there's a really good chance that we have a land on top now. So let's go ahead and play out the other one. Swing in for 6. Just go aggro. Down to 12. Pass the turn. Butcher number 2. I mean, go pretty aggressive with that. That's a way for them to kill the Lord of the Accursed as well. So yeah, now they're debating if they hold back. Let's see here. We can hold back as well. Maybe play like Timber Calls the Dead. Or we just go Lord of the Accursed. We swing in. We hit in for it with probably 1 creature. They probably block with everything. They can kill Lord of the Curse by chump blocking. Which does kill 3 of our dudes. But it gets rid of 2 of their stuff as well. Is that worthwhile? I might try to hold on to the Lord here. So let's actually go Timber Calls the Dead first. Gray Merchant in the graveyard. Get rid of a Mire Triton. Yeah, we'll swing in. This is probably their best way of getting rid of one of our lords. That or like claim the firstborn type stuff. So they get to kill 4 things. Where playing out they were not able to kill that much. But some of the stuff that died can also come back, so that's kind of nice, I guess. Alrighty. Yep. Down to 8. That might have been a bit too greedy. Another one. Holy junk. And you can swing in and trade off. No blocks. Especially when they tap down the Gilded Goosey. You get another Zombo. Lord of the Accursed. Swing in for 3. Alright, no claim the Firstborns. Please. That actually makes their Dreadhorde Butcher bigger. Yeah, that'd be bad. Yeah, I think the worst play here is like Woe Strider. Okay, Collected Company. Doing it main phase is actually a little bit interesting. Now I think you do attack him with Dreadhorde Butcher. You get to kill something regardless. And I think that's all that you need here. We can give Menace. Yeah, if it does die, then we have to block here. It gets to kill this instead of our Lord of the Curse now. But we hopefully can start doing okay. So land wouldn't be the worst. We get to Mire Triton, bring back a Dread Wanderer. Not sorcery speed, so we can do it instant speed. Nice. Gain some life. Those are pretty dang good cards. What are we looking for? Another Lord, probably. Graveyard Marshal. I think another 1-drop to play first to get another Dread Wanderer out is actually pretty nice. So let's go ahead and play it like this. And then we'll go Diregraph Ghoul. Swing in with the token. I'm not sure if it's worthwhile for them to trade off here. Could have given it Menace, but don't want to spend the mana. I'm stingy, okay? Yeah, jump and sack. Scry. Activate this anytime you would activate a sorcery, and only if you have one or few. Okay, so it is a sorcery. Okay, I'm glad I reread it. Keeps one on top. Ooh. Please no Mayhem Devils. That's definitely the worst thing that could happen here, is a Mayhem Devil. Alright, Dread Wanderer back. That's a lot of power on the board. Maybe I should have just given that Menace. Either kill them or force them to lose 2 things. Although they could have just blocked here and here. Okay, they did have Mayhem Devil and a Collected Company. Oh. Oh my goodness. Well, that's bad. Yeah, basically that kills us. If they have a Mayhem Devil, I don't know if we can finish out the game. I'm going to hold off just because we do have the potential to maybe get in for like 1 point of damage, and then maybe we have like Mayhem Devil. Or sorry, not Mayhem Devil. We have some other stuff we can do. They might have to sacrifice enough of the board. We know we only have Cryptbreaker off the top. Kills there, we sacrifice a creature. We sacrifice this one because otherwise they have the 1 damage to ping on it. You can kill something else by hitting here and sacrificing like Priest of Forgotten Gods. Sorry, if we can get in for 1 point of damage, then we have Liliana, which can mill over and do 2 points of damage. That's, I think, like our best shot now. We do still have Dread Wanderers coming back every turn, but with Mayhem Devil, that's still a big yikes. We can draw a card with this as well, which we know what's on top. All right, so Crypt Breaker. Dread Wanderer. So I can swing in with 2. They take damage from Midnight Reaper. Midnight Reaper actually helps us out a little bit here. They have to double block. Or actually, they just block 1 with Mayhem Devil. Do I draw a card here or do I force this? I don't want Graveyard Marshal on top anymore, basically. And so I could try to dig for Liliana. Or I could swing in here. They block with Mayhem Devil, and then they take the 2, and then they just can never let anything die. I think that's more of this position I want them to be in. If they do block here, like with Woe Strider and Midnight Reaper, then they'd go down to 2, and we still have the kind of the chance there. Let's see here. That actually might be better for them. Is there any way we can sacrifice our own stuff? No, that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, no attacks. I think we just hope that they don't play around Midnight Reaper very well, you know? Sacrifices it. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's what you do. All right, we are going to draw a card. This lets them do a lot of damage here. They can swing in and then sacrifice stuff. So yeah, we're taking 8 right now, and if they have 8, 10. All they need is 4 more things to sacrifice. That is still quite a bit. No, they have 1 more, so 3 more things. This is a pretty close game. Collected company, dude. They found 3 collected companies. Let's not forget that. Holy crap. Yeah, what do you do about that? Did they only find 1 creature though? Okay, that at least is somewhat helpful. Yeah, when you get 3 of them, one of them's got to whiff a little bit. We get some life gain with Mire Triton, which is nice. Let's see if they're going to be greedy enough to be swinging in here. If they draw the right cards, it could be worthwhile for them. Probably should have held off on playing that out. There's still a small chance that we're dead here. Sacrifices now. Kills Digraph Ghoul. Sacrifice this one. It's 2 more mana. Get some card draw. Another Mayhem Devil. Come on. All right. Liliana off the top. Timber Calls the Dead. More life gain's not the worst. Okay, Mire Triton for some life gain. Graveyard Marshal. No attacks. Pass the turn. Yeah, we keep letting him untap with this, though. If we find Liliana off the top, then we win. And we're trying to just stay alive as long as possible. We still didn't find it with any of those, so that's something. I mean, we have higher chances. Actually, let's look to our trusty dusty MTG assistant. What you got for us there, sir? What are our odds to find the 3 Lilianas? 8%. That's not very high, but we can do it. We can do it. All right, now they have all the ways to sacrifice. I think we're dead here. So they sacrifice a Priest of Forgotten Gods goat. We sacrifice something. That's 6 points of damage by itself, plus 2, so 8. and then sacrifice 1 Man Devil. Yeah, so they got game. Good game. Yeah, got us. Wait, they're not putting it to face? Maybe they're going to attack in instead. Yeah, now we sacrifice that. Now they swing in for 3, and then they can sacrifice. Okay, that's game there. Yeah, we're not going to let them just kind of keep doing stuff. Sounds good. You got us, sir. All right, up against Turbo Moose. And, yeah, we have lots of 2-drops, so this is pretty good. We'll keep this. And Graveyard Marshal's awesome as well. Oh, no, this deck. Wait. I don't think I've seen this with a Void. All right, Digraph Ghoul. Pass the turn. We got a Liliana. Definitely wouldn't mind finding lands now. We have really good plays for the next few turns, though, so I'm not, like, that worried. Mox Amber. Emery. All right, yeah, so this is... Oh, so this is the difference in this deck is that they're ramping in a different way, basically. Which is interesting. All right, so swing in, Digraph Ghoul. Down to 18. We're just going to go as aggro as possible. Lord of the Curse was an awesome draw. They have so much value here. Yeah, so this is just the mono blue. So all they need is Emery. Oh, Mystic Forge already? Oh. Yeah, the Kinnan version works pretty well as well, but it did have Uro in there to kind of have an extra win con. With Uro gone, this might be the best version. They're paying life already, which is a good sign. They're basically digging for... All right, sweet. Yeah, that's what we needed. Zombie Lord. Sacrifice it, draw a card. That returns it back to our hand. Yeah, that's right. Swing in. Hit for 6. Down to 11. Just return target creature to its owner's hand. That's a good card. Have all the card draw. 2 more mana. They're still a ways away from getting to... Okay, Renowned Weaponsmith. Intriguing. Brings back the Spell Bomb. Okay. Oh man, a land would be so nice. Let's just put out more bodies. If they want to bounce something, that's fine. Yeah, they get it killed one thing, but getting in for 4 points of damage is all that matters here. We bounce 1, yeah, okay. Digraph Ghoul. Get in for 2. 3, because they exiled something. All right. So if they find, man, what's the name of the card? I can't think of it right now. Midnight Clock. The one that untaps everything over and over again. Because then they can just keep untapping Emery, keep playing Mox Ambers, keep making infinite mana. And then with Mystic Forge, they can keep untapping it as well, keep looking through the top of the deck. They don't have that much life, and so that's kind of where we have a chance to win. And then it's Aetherflux Reservoir for the win is kind of the game plan here. Infinite mana means you can play all the stuff off the top of your deck. Yep. So they have another Aether Spell Bomb. They're going to have to hit this. We'll force that. Get in for 5. Swing in. You can block here. Aether Spell Bomb. Yep. An Idol. Forgot about that. That's still fine. We just need to be getting in for as much damage as possible. We do lose our entire board. And the Aether Spell Bomb has been really annoying here. Down to 5. And we haven't drawn that well. We really need more stuff. Liliana's going to be sweet. All right, there you go. Paragox Engine. Still a little bit early for the good game because you do have to have... I guess they have enough stuff in the graveyard. They don't have to really deal with the everything there. Yeah, they have enough mana now. They just keep digging through, keep drawing more cards. So yeah, now they have like infinite card draw, infinite mana, near infinite mana. More spell bombs. I do want to see this version of it, but it's basically they get to Aetherflux Reservoir at some point. Right now they're just playing all the stuff in the graveyard to add all the mana. Then they start drawing cards. You can also use Midnight Clock to do stuff. So this is a cool version of the deck. I do definitely like it. Mox Ambers, yep. Have the infinite mana combo. They're just playing stuff off the top of the deck until they find something they need to play. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and let it play out just because it is a fun combo. Okay, maybe not that fun. It's Aetherflux Reservoir. I guess the one thing we could hope for is that they don't have it until like the bottom of the deck. They've got to have at least a couple copies though, right? Because that is one way that they could fizzle, is they get to the bottom of the deck and draw themselves out before they can get up to 50 life. They only need to be able to cast like one thing, and they can cast stuff from the graveyard. I guess, yeah, they already have the max numbers from the graveyard, so no matter if even it's at the bottom, we're dead. So, well, we're done here. All right, we're gonna finish it with that one. I've been with doing 2 videos a day. I'm letting myself go about like 10 minutes shorter. So I hopefully you guys are okay with that, and everything kind of works out here. But the deck was fun. Narfi did win us games before. Zombies in general are just good as well. We got the Scarab God recently, which is fun, and so I think it was a fun deck. It was fun times. Does this like increase the gameplay a lot? I'm not sure if it's enough. We did have some issues of not finding enough snowlands when we could have played it a few times as well. So maybe we do need to be playing a little bit different mana base for this. But overall, I had a blast playing with it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching as well. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.